Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. Today I chosen the topic for my lecture is India and Indonesia relationship. First of all, I would like to tell you this topic is very important and very interesting for all of us. I will cover this topic in three parts: introduction, main body, and conclusion. So let's just start with the delay. First, why I chosen this topic because India and Indonesia has a relationship increasing day by day. India focused toward the southeast policy, east looking policy and East India policy. So that reason, India wanted to boost the relationship with the Asian countries. So I chosen this topic. Let's see the history prior independence. Prior independence, India has ruled by the East India Company in the year of 1757 to the 1858. Thereon, British Raj started 1858 to 1947. Thereon started the democratic government in India 1947 to the till date. Let's see the Indonesia country that has ruled by the Dutch before 1945. After 1945, Indonesia has their government and they ruled very well until 2026. Let's see the relationship of the both countries depend on the political talk, defense sector, education sector, science and technology, IT sector, cultural environment. Let's just see one by one how both country has a relationship very well and which types of the concern creating the between both countries. Let's move toward the main body. In the main body first, we see the defense relationship. India and Indonesia both countries not share the border each other, but India wanted to boost the relationship with the India and Indonesia has two countries which are boost their relationship through the defense sector. But how? Last year, both countries signed a deal. It's called the BrahMos deal, and the BrahMos deal for 450 billion US dollar. That means it's a deal more much amount. But why Indonesia signed a deal with the India? Because there has the threat for the Indonesia from the China and South China Sea. There has a 9 dash line, and it's a concern day by day increasing the problem for the Indonesia. So that reason, Indonesia wanted to boost the trade, boost their defense built very well through the purchasing the weapon equipment missiles from the India. Let's see. India offered to the Indonesia Akash and Pinaka as well as Tejas fighter jet. But recently Indonesia meet with the Pakistan field marshal and signed with the deal regarding the JF-17. But why? There has two reasons. First reason, India has Tejas Mark 1 fighter jet and Pakistan and China both countries manufacture JF-17. That fighter jet manufactured in the Pakistan, but Indonesia want the same fighter jet in the cheapest amount. Tejas has a price 50 million US dollar and JF-17 fighter jet has price 25 million US dollar. That means 25 million US dollar has increasing the price has in the Tejas. So that is an Indonesia want the cheapest rate fighter jet from the Pakistan. But there has one concern are that fighter jet design and manufacturing and the which types of the weapon equipment are used, those are has in the China, and that fighter jet Indonesia fight against the China use that fighter jet for the China. So that reason it's not a very well playing crucial role for the Indonesia need to think about that fighter jet and change the ideology of that day. But both country has Islamic, so that reason Pakistan also want selling the fighter jet to the other countries and show the showing off of that fighter jet. Recently happened the Sindur operation, and that Sindur operation the fighter jet collapse of the JF-17, but the Munir of the Pakistan field marshal showing to the all countries JF fighter jet it's a very dangerous and very powerful. It's playing crucial role in during the Sindur operation and neither fall down. But it's a wrong information which are provided by the Munir and all country influence from his information, and those country wanted to purchase that fighter jet. Let's see the relationship regarding the trade. Both country has a relationship depend on the trade. India export 5 billion US dollar to the Indonesia and import 25 billion US dollar from the Indonesia. That means 30 billion US dollar doing a trade between the both countries, and India and Indonesia both countries trade very well because Asian organization is the most important part for the India. India has a policy foreign direct investment. India has a policy India East policy. That means before 1992 there has the policy name Look East policy, and in the year of 2014 to 15 that time Prime Minister Narendra Modi changed the policy name India East Look policy. It's a change renamed and called the East India policy. According by the East India policy, India focused on the southeastern countries. So that reason India need and wanted to push the relationship toward the eastern countries. India also manufacture the road which are connected to the Thailand through the Myanmar. That road started from the northeastern state Mizoram to the Myanmar, Myanmar to the Thailand, and Thailand country connected toward the Malaysia and Singapore, and there has a Malacca Strait through the Indonesia easily connected. So that reason Malacca Strait to the all trade connected toward the India at the port of the Kolkata. So that reason there has a two route. First route land and second route is the sea route. So that reason both are important. Let's see the military exercise. Garuda Shakti, that exercise military exercise 10th edition held in the 2025, and Samruddhi Shakti, that exercise regarding the Indonesia and India naval exercise. Why naval exercise doing India and Indonesia? Because there has South China Sea and India big exercise with the Indonesia, and it's very short and kicked toward the China. So that reason it's very essential for us because approximately 80% doing a trade China through the Malacca Strait, and it is important to India because China built the port around the India. So that reason India needed to build the relationship with the all eastern countries and show the dominant, and India has the power. Let's just see the educational relationship between the both countries. Indian student went to the Indonesia for learning and go to best education, and Indonesia student came in the India. India provided the scholarship to the all student and learn the language each other. So that is a cultural relationship also covered between the both countries. Let's see the last one. It's called the science and IT technology. India has a space agency. It's called the ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, which has established in the year of 1969. There on that agency, that space agency provided the good training to the Indonesia scientists, and Indonesia there has Lapan and BRIN. Lapan established a space agency in the year of 1963, and BRIN, it's a space agency established in the year of 1950 around. That means both has the space agency of the Indonesia, Lapan and BRIN. Both has a scientist go to the India and learn and trained by the scientist of the ISRO. So both country relationship has a depend on also the science and IT sector. Let's move toward the conclusion. As my personal opinion, every country has a relationship not only depend on the trade, not only depend on the economy, but also both country has a relationship depend on the all sector which a sector has in our nation. That means the defense sector, IT sector, science sector, agriculture, trade, economy, their on education, industry, and environment. That means all sectors are important for the build the relationship between the both countries. So thank you so much friends who are listening and watching this video. I hope that information very helpful for your upcoming submission. Thank you so much.